What a match that was, and with us to talk over the proceedings at the Butts Park Arena is Jay Bradford, Coventry United ladies manager. Jay, an excruciating defeat there. We played so well, but again, close but no cigar.
Yeah, and I think from where we've come from, I think that's an outstanding performance from us. I thought we competed man for man across the whole park. I don't think there was a single player that had a question mark above them after that game. Yeah, I'm really disappointed for the girls, but putting that level of performance in at the end of the toughest month we've had, I think shows everything that you need to know about this team.
Obviously it has been a very difficult month. We've had minimal training, plenty of matches to play, but today, honestly, we seem to have come through that very difficult spell, and we look better than ever today. It's probably the best performance I've seen from us all season.
Yeah, we were everything that we wanted the players to be, that we asked for. You know, coming off the back of Thursday night, which again I thought was an improvement, off the back of the Leicester game and the Villa game, and you know, there's been a lot of talk about us as a team and the staff here, but I thought we answered every question there today, and I think, like I said, to do it at the end of the month, I think shows that actually now is the only way is up for us, and I think we're in a much better place than we have been. So I'm really excited to get back into training and actually have a normal week.
Well, I'm sorry, we are going to have to talk about that penalty. I mean, honestly, diplomatically, do you feel that was a spot kick? Do you feel the referee was right to award it?
No. The referee shouts no, and he's right on top of it, and the lino gives it, who is 25 yards away. The ball moves, Span gets contact. Do I think Span gives the opportunity for the penalty to be given because she goes to ground? Yes, but it's still not a penalty for me, and I'm disappointed. I've said to you before, I get into trouble about my comments, but I think we have to keep driving standards, and I think we have to ask questions of the officiating, because if we don't, things never improve. You know, people are okay to ask questions about my job and how I do it, so for me that's fully allowed the other way. So, you know, but yeah, it's disappointing, but aside from that, I thought we defended superbly well. You know, they've had a lot of corners and we've stood up for every one of those. Sue was superb, coming out, claiming things, taking pressure off us, and I think that's question marks that we've had asked of us before, and today we were superb.
Again, me and Connor said on commentary and during the interview afterwards that we felt it was probably the best defensive performance of the season. We haven't got the clean sheet yet, but it's coming, isn't it? It's got to be close after a performance like that. 100%. And I think that all we can do now is reset ourselves, and next week in training, like I said, have a normal week. Next weekend, everybody just goes away, reflects, has some time to themselves, and then we pick ourselves back up for a busy December, and then hopefully go into the Christmas period more comfortable than we were last year. You know, we're only 3 points off our complete point total from last year, so if we can do that, I'll be absolutely thrilled. And finally, now this difficult period is hopefully behind Coventry. Now we've got a 2-week break ahead of the London City Lionesses game, and with the style of play that we showed today, high pressing, high intensity, after a bit of a rest, it's going to allow us to play that game plan to the best of our ability. Yeah,
exactly. You know, like I said, the fact that we've demonstrated that today, off where we've been, I think, like I say, if we can reset and re-energise, we'll look like a brand new team. So I'm really, I know I'm disappointed that we've lost, but I'm so pleased with the performance, and I'm so pleased with our ability to overcome what we've come through so quickly. So yeah, for me, it's just a case of resetting and going again next week.
Well, Jay, thanks very much for a fantastic game, and thanks for sharing your views.
Thank you.
Part 2 of the final whistle here on CUTV. We're joined by Hayley Crackle, player of the match, versus Blackburn Rovers today. Hayley, you must be pretty impressed with your own personal display today.
I was quite happy with how I played and how we all played as a team. I thought it was a really good response from what we've been through in the last sort of, I'd say, 5 weeks. With, I think everyone knows what we've gone through as a team, and people have been sick, and all the goals we've conceded. It's just been a nightmare of a month. I think today every single player put in a positive performance. Our 1v1 battles, I think every single player on the pitch won their 1v1 battles. We won the first ball, second ball, third ball, so I'm just impressed with everybody overall, and obviously happy to pick up player of the match.
Obviously desperately unlucky to concede that goal with the penalty. Obviously we've already spoken to Jay about the spot kick, but aside from that, the defence didn't put a foot wrong. It's probably one of the better performances from the back line that we've seen this season, where would you rank it amongst the defensive displays this year?
I'd say it's definitely one of the best. If you look at their team, they're very, very tall, and we actually conceded quite a lot of corners today, but we dealt with it. So from a defensive point of view, we do concede a lot from set pieces and corners, free kicks, that sort of thing. I think we dealt with them very well today in the air with the corners coming in and whatnot. So yeah, in 1v1 battles, I think we dealt with it. And if one person got popped, there was always somebody behind. Look, Katie Morris was brilliant. If I was in a bit of trouble, she was always behind me and Chelsea, sort of picking up the slack. So yeah, I think defensively we're very good. Not just the back four as well, everybody across the pitch.
Of course, the last few weeks have been very difficult for one reason or another. The results haven't been perfect. Obviously, big defeat against Leicester and Aston Villa, so confidence has taken a bit of a knock. But today, you could see the confidence was absolutely brimming. Why was that?
Good question. I don't really know. We had a good week in training, I suppose, before the Sheffield game, and I think we actually did put a good performance in against Sheffield, so we kind of got the momentum going then. Yes, we conceded 4 goals, but we were getting a lot of players on the ball, they were running, getting a lot of confidence. So I think we kind of took parts of the Sheffield game, obviously not the 4 goals that we conceded, but we then took that into today's performance. So I think confidence-wise, that's probably where that's come from.
Today, obviously, ranks amongst the better performances this season. Coventry United, a big game coming up against London City Lionesses when we come back from the 2-week break. Where do we go from here? Because obviously we've played well, but we haven't quite got the result today. Do you feel the results are going to start coming in?
I hope so. Yeah, I think we get Shannon fit as well. Although I think Amy has been playing brilliantly and Anna up top, but I think as long as we get Shannon as well, there's good competition there for striking positions. So yeah, well, once one gets a goal, I think it'll just start. The confidence will grow. So I think we've obviously got a good break now with the international, so we can get back in training Tuesday into Thursday, and then sort of go again, clean slate. Everybody's fit and healthy again, which is obviously the main thing. The results to us over the last few weeks have been a bit like, it's not like we don't care, but we care more about everybody's health, and people have been quite sick. So I think that's the main thing, and now we can just hit a reset button from today and just go into the international break and just train as hard as we can, I suppose.
Hayley, fully deserving of the Player of the Match award, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.